You've done everything, but it's still not enough. I know you've tried, man. You've been there for her, shown her you care, done things most guys wouldn't even think of. You made her a priority, gave her your time, your energy, maybe even parts of yourself you never gave to anyone else, and yet, she's slipping away. It doesn't make sense, right? You thought love was about effort, about showing up, proving your worth, making sure she knows she's special. But here you are, watching her lose interest, and no matter what you do, it feels like you're pushing her further instead of pulling her closer. The truth? You can't convince someone to love you by overgiving. That's not how attraction works. The more you make her the center of your world, the less she values your presence. The second she feels like she has you completely, no mystery, no challenge, no space to even miss you, you stop being someone she desires and start being someone she tolerates. If this sounds familiar, don't worry. I'm about to break down exactly why this happens and how you can shift everything in your favor. Because the problem isn't that you're not good enough, it's that you're giving too much too soon in the wrong way. Let's fix that. Point 1. Stop over-pursuing. Man, I know it feels like the right thing to do, showing her how much you care, always being available, proving your worth. But let me tell you something. History has shown, time and time again, that chasing too hard only pushes people away. Take King Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. This was England, early 1500s. Henry was obsessed with Anne. He had power, wealth, everything, but she refused to be just another woman in his life. She made him wait. She didn't fall at his feet. And what did Henry do? He went to insane lengths to win her, even breaking away from the Catholic Church just to marry her in 1533. But here's where it gets real. The moment Anne gave in, the moment she was fully his, he lost interest. Within a few years, he had her executed. Yeah, it's extreme, but the point is clear. The chase is what kept the desire alive. The second she stopped being the challenge, she became disposable in his eyes. Now, I'm not saying love is a game of power, but attraction, that's a different story. If you're always available, always giving, she doesn't have to work for you. And if she doesn't have to work for you, she won't value you. Step back, let her feel your absence. If she's interested, she'll move toward you. If not, then she was never truly yours to begin with. Point 2. You need to be unforgettable, not replaceable. Bro, let me ask you something. When's the last time you stopped and thought about the air you breathe? Probably never, right? It's just there, always, constant. You don't appreciate it because you don't have to. Now, compare that to a sunset you barely caught, a song that takes you back to a moment you can never relive, or that one person you lost but still think about. That's the difference between being replaceable and being unforgettable. Now, let's talk about you. If you're always available, always responding in seconds, always putting her first, you become background noise. Comfortable, predictable, forgettable. But the ones who stick in our minds, the ones we can't shake, they had a life outside of us. They made us work for them. Think about the woman you still remember, the one that left you questioning everything, the one that made you feel like you had to earn her attention. Why is she still in your head? Because she wasn't easy to have. She had options. She had a life that didn't revolve around you. And that's exactly how you need to be. So, here's the truth. You can either be the guy she takes for granted or the one she fears losing. The difference, a man with a purpose, with a mission, with a life that doesn't revolve around her. She needs to feel like if she doesn't step up, someone else will. And trust me, when she sees that, when she realizes she's not your whole world but just a part of it, that's when you become unforgettable. Point 3. Women want a man who can walk away. Listen, man, the strongest position you can ever have in any relationship, the ability to walk away. That's not arrogance. It's self-respect. The second you start begging for love, over-explaining yourself, or waiting around for her to decide if you're worth it, you've already lost. Look at history. Powerful men, the ones women couldn't get enough of, were never the ones chasing. They were the ones being chased. Why? Because they had options. They knew their value. They weren't out here convincing someone to see their worth. They let their actions speak, and if a woman didn't recognize it, they moved on. So if she's pulling away, playing games, making you question your worth, walk. Don't overthink it. Don't send that extra text. Don't sit there wondering if she's thinking about you. Because here's the reality. If you have to convince someone to want you, they don't actually want you. A woman doesn't want a man who needs her. She wants a man who chooses her, but can just as easily walk away if she doesn't bring the same energy. She needs to feel that if she stops showing up, you won't just sit around waiting. You'll keep moving like a train with no brakes. That's what makes you valuable. Point 4. Emotional control is king. Let me tell you something, man. The moment you lose control of your emotions, you lose control of the situation. Women aren't drawn to a guy who crumbles under pressure. They're drawn to a guy who stays solid no matter what. I've seen this happen so many times. A guy is really into a girl, things seem great, and then suddenly she starts acting distant. Instead of keeping his cool, he panics, starts texting non-stop, over-analyzing every little thing, trying to fix something that probably isn't even broken. And the more he does that, the more she pulls away. Why? Because she feels his desperation, and nothing kills attraction faster than a guy who's emotionally all over the place. Now, contrast that with a different kind of guy, the one who doesn't react emotionally. When a woman pulls away, instead of freaking out, he stays grounded. He doesn't chase. He keeps living his life, focusing on himself, staying confident in his own value. And guess what? More often than not, she comes back. Because she sees that he's not needy. He's not dependent on her for his happiness. That's the key. Women are drawn to strength. If you let your emotions run wild, if you start begging for attention, you become weak in her eyes. But when you keep your composure, when you show that you're good with or without her, you become the kind of man she actually respects, and respects enough to chase. So next time you feel that urge to react, to overtext, to try and fix things, stop, breathe, walk away. If she truly values you, she'll feel your absence and realize what she's losing. If she doesn't, then she was never really yours to begin with. Point 5. The key to keeping her interest: live your damn life. Let me tell you something straight. The moment you make a woman the center of your world, you lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, you lose her respect. Think about it. Have you ever met a guy who just seems to naturally attract women without even trying? It's not because he's got some secret trick or magic words. It's because he's focused on his own life. He's chasing his goals, improving himself, living with purpose. And guess what? That energy is magnetic. Women don't want a guy who's sitting around waiting for their approval. They want a man who's already moving forward, with or without them. A guy whose life is so full that she actually has to earn a spot in it. So instead of obsessing over her, obsess over you. Hit the gym, level up your career, travel, learn new skills, build a life so damn good that a woman sees you and thinks, damn, I want to be part of that. And here's the best part. When you do this, you stop caring whether she comes back or not, because now you're not chasing her. You're too busy building something bigger, and paradoxically, that's when she notices you the most. Live for yourself first. The right women will follow. At the end of the day, you have two choices. You can keep chasing, keep begging, keep driving yourself crazy over every little thing she says or does. Keep handing over your power, hoping she'll finally see your worth. Or you can become the man who doesn't need to chase. The man who naturally attracts. The man who is so secure in himself, so focused on his own path, that women can't help but take notice. It's not about playing games. It's not about tricks. It's about realizing that the real prize isn't her, it's you. So ask yourself, are you going to keep running in circles, or are you going to step up and own your worth? The choice is yours.